Hi there, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Tina from TinaHeals.mom, and this video speaks about an Aries Ascendant, a Pisces Moon, and a Gemini Sun. So you have your Ascendant degree or your rising sign is in Cardinal Fire, ruled by Mars, the red planet, the planet of action, the planet of competitiveness and strife, war, violence, lust, and all of that. You have your Sun in mutable water, ruled by Neptune, that is Pisces. And you have your Sun in mutable air, which is Gemini. So, and there's a square, obviously, with mutable. You have a Sun-Moon square. We'll get to that. But let us first understand the Ascendant. So the degree of the zodiac rising on the eastern side of the horizon at the moment of your birth is your ascendant degree, and the sign on which it falls is your rising sign. For you, this is Aries, ruled by Mars, sole ruler being Mercury. Now Mars is, as I said, our action principle. It's what we do, it's our goals, our ambitions in a more worldly, world-centric way. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, and when the soul enters Aries, it does so with a mini Big Bang, and everything is born anew. What happens when the sun enters Aries? It is spring, okay, the time of youth, the time of freshness, the time of starting something new. This is the archetype of the pioneer, the trailblazer. Okay, Aries, you're meant to go places where nobody else will go. And you're meant to discover things nobody else will discover, right? Now, you're a leader, okay? And the ascendant is sort of like the garb we wear, our physical body, the way the world reacts to us, how the world perceives us, okay? It is who we are when we walk into a room, okay? It is the first point of contact for the soul in 3D. So it's very important to understand the soul lesson of your ascendant. I have a video on that, so you can check that out. So being the infant of the zodiac, there could be a certain selfishness or a selfish streak about Aries, because, you know, infants understand self-preservation like none other. So it is good for you to understand how you can convert this me into something more productive and conducive for all. Aries Libra polarity is about I and us. Okay, so interesting to be important and interesting to develop an understanding. As enlightened eminent astrologer Stephen Forrest puts it, that the goal of Aries should be enlightened selfishness, because you can't do away with the selfish streak, right? So when you walk into a room with your purposeful stride, and you know those deep eyes and dominant nature, you're not afraid to say it how it is, people see that Aries ascendant. They can see the Mars in you. Okay, and you're not afraid to make eye contact, stare down an enemy, chase the object of your desire. You like the chase. In bed, you can be the dominant. But you have a Pisces, Gemini, mutable Sun, Moon. So maybe you're not so dominant as other placements, but you are quite dominant. Okay, you're the bossy. Can be very arrogant, can be very bossy. And you need compassion. Aries rules the head and the brain, so this is a very important part of your persona. So, you know, accentuate it. And even with women, I've seen with this placement, they tend to wear their hair short. Difficult Mars placements can have them having thinning hair or alopecia or migraines. Okay, Mars is very important in your natal chart, the placement of Mars. Migraines, ENT issues, and sensitivity to teeth and gum can occur with difficult Mars placements, Mars in the 6th, for instance, right? You are the pioneer, the initiator, so never forget that. Initiate new things, because you also have to learn completion. So initiate but complete, and look at detailing, okay? Because Pisces, Gemini, not great with detailing either. So when your soul is born in the agitating fires of Aries, you're definitely looking for a change in directionality. So change is going to be in cardinal signs are all about change and flux. So that is something that you cannot do away. Now, it's volatile, this change, agitating, and remember that your sixth house of health is Virgo. So Virgo rules digestion, okay, and Virgo rules your nervous system. So there is a huge way, figure out what you put in your stomach, because that can directly link to headaches, chronic migraines if you're not careful. Very masculine, quick metabolism, very fast moving Aries ascendants. Be careful, especially during hard aspects of Mars to your personal planet, to your Mars. Be careful because, be careful of guns, heavy machinery, freak fires and all of that, okay? Any injury to the head. Now, Pisces Moon, what can I say? It is the most imaginative, most sensitive 12th house moon, okay? And Pisces Moon people, I have a Pisces Moon, I like to call them fractured souls. Somewhere they've been hurt and they've been wounded and they're fractured in a way. That doesn't mean they don't know how to put themselves back together. They do. But there's something about them that's otherworldly. Pisces rules the feet, the mucus, lymphatic system, and also melatonin secretion, so sleep cycles. Pisces Moon can see you having restless leg syndrome, or, with the moon changing signs every 2 days, you can be restless, you can be emotional, or you can be very intuitive, psychic, imaginative, Now, you're very, very sensitive to external currents, okay? What's going on in the energy and the vibe up ahead. So astrology, what's going on up above, you feel that in your body. All of Pisces Moon people do. But you tend to hide emotions because you're so intuitive. You tend to feel, you're almost like a psychic sponge. But you tend to hide emotions because you don't want to appear vulnerable. But you understand that being vulnerable is okay. It's important sometimes to be vulnerable, okay? Never forget that. You can be great mediums, great psychics, and you're very receptive to psychic phenomena. So past life regression therapy, Pisces Moon people will work very well for you. Okay, Moon is strong in the water triplicity, so Moon in Pisces is not a bad placement. It can make you very dreamy, very spiritual, very mystical, and many of that. But it can also, because it's a 12th house, okay, 12th house moons can be problematic and can be dangerous, okay? So you have to see if I'm sure you've had trauma at some point in life. 12th house placements, trauma is bound to come. Trauma becomes, and Pisces is always associated with trauma, okay? So very perceptive to other worlds, other dimensions, other interdimensional beings, aliens and all of that. Great mediums, I already said that. Now, Jupiter is your traditional ruler, Neptune is your modern ruler. And basically with the Pisces Moon, you get dreams that take you to different realities. And today I read a blog that said that dreams are when we go to parallel realities. So this connects up so beautifully, okay? You are very connected to your ancestors. So if you don't feel like that, time to develop that connection. And you feel very, very, very connected to the process of death and regeneration. You can be mystified by it, okay? And you understand that Pisces deals with incarceration. 12th house deals with addiction, escapism, incarceration. So having your moon there, be careful. In some ways your mother could be your enemy, or you may have perceived your mother as your enemy during your childhood. Your mother may be a psychic in another sense, okay? Or she could be receiving transmissions like you do. The moon is also your mother, you know. Moon is your everyday habit patterns. It's who you are when the Jungian mask comes off, the Jungian mask being the ascendant. It's your childhood. It's the part of you that comes out when you're stressed, okay? And there's definitely a limitation from past lives with the 12th house moon. I've seen this happen. And this can be, this is how you escape. Escapism, alcohol, drugs can be a part of your life, okay? Now, prone to impossible fantasies, very, very romantic, very soft at heart, very romantic, and you can be clumsy. You can be unstable, you can be theatrical, self-pitying, or, you know, martyrs. You're like, oh, I martyred my life away. I play the victim. You can play the victim-savior role. That's a big part of your archetype, the victim-savior. Okay, think of Jesus Christ. He is the age of Pisces, you know. He demarcates the age of Pisces. So that's very important for you. Very earnest, though. Very earnest, very simple some way, very innocent almost, but not grounded. Grounding is something you need with this moon. And you, very easy to hypnotize, they say, the 12th house Pisces moon. They say Pisces moon people are the easiest to hypnotize. I've worked with hypnotherapy. I have been hypnotized. I've worked hypnotizing others as well. So yeah, these things interest us. Let's just put it that way. And daydreaming, of course, moon's movements can see us losing sleep. Pisces rules melatonin, remember, it controls our sleep cycles. So you can be great actors with a Pisces moon. There's no taking that away, because the emotions you feel, if you can translate that into art, ultimately that is what the Pisces moon wants you to do. Now, a Gemini sun. Sun in Gemini is, you know, not a bad placement, because Mercury and the Sun are always traveling together, so they're friends. And Gemini is ruled by Mercury. It is mutable, so a lot of, you know, easily impressionable, easily distractible. Gemini is very dualistic. All their signs are dualistic, but Gemini is symbolized by two twins. So Sun and Gemini in your third house, squaring your moon. So your mother and father may have been at loggerheads. Also, the Sun denotes our inner vitality, why we've incarnated, our soul's evolution, our soul's purpose, where we shine, how we are as leaders, how we want the world to perceive us. So you definitely want the world to see a more humorous, witty, light side to you. The world probably sees the Aries and the Mars-ruled Aries inside of you. So, you know, that could be a dichotomy. And with your Sun, Moon squaring each other, there could be problems with regards to your emotions and the way you connect to your soul's purpose. The squares are also tremendously transformational. They give you the ability to shift, change. You can be great bloggers, and Gemini's archetype of the communicator. Okay, because this is the third sign of the zodiac, and it's all about communication. The soul has now come from Aries, the fires of Aries, moved into the embodiment sign of Taurus, and is now ready to communicate with other souls. In fact, they say all the signs have a Gemini signature, because nothing can be had without communication in this world. We need to communicate, whether it be through our body language or micro expressions, non-verbal communication and communication. All of this is Gemini's domain. So you have the archetype of the pioneer, the archetype of the mystic, Pisces, and Gemini, the archetype of the communicator. So maybe you can write a blog, maybe you can make videos, maybe you can, you know, travel, make interesting travel blogs. Gemini is also short distance travel. Sag being the long distance travel. But with Pisces moon, it's ultimately always about making soul elevating art, and Gemini can communicate that to the world, and Aries is not afraid to start something new. So how's this working out for you, these placements? Please leave a comment below, like, subscribe, because this is the only channel that gives you your sun and ascendants in a detailed video like this. So please support my channel, and please think of a donation, book your sessions, or check out my merchandise. Thank you.